Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest on the line right now, and I'm so glad that he took that Philadelphia Eagles stuff out the back of his office. Now, he's standing up, and the Philadelphia Eagles chair is still there. Goodness gracious. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Marty Smalls on the line. Good morning, Marty.
What's up, Envy, Charlamagne the Guy, Angela Lee.
What's up, King?
To the Breakfast Club audience, thank you for having me. And it's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City.
That's right. He's the mayor of Atlantic City, and today he's running for re-election of Atlantic City. Now, for people that don't know, what's going on with Atlantic City right now? Are the casinos open? Are the boardwalks open? And what's happening with Atlantic City right now?
Well, first and foremost, great things are happening in Atlantic City. We never closed our beach and boardwalk. We kept it open for mental and physical health for our residents during the pandemic. As you know, it was a trying time. At the same time, the governor had a stay-home order. In the next breath, he said he encouraged residents to get out, ride a bike, take a jog, take a walk. And there's no better place than the boardwalk in Atlantic City with the fresh ocean air and the view of the ocean, during the pandemic. The casinos opened last Thursday. Only 25% on the casino floor, but the casinos, were sold out. I mean, the town was bumping. I mean, the boardwalk, was crowded. And that's good to see because this is the first step back to our economic recovery.
What's the importance of black voters right now, Marty, especially during this time?
I mean, listen, it's extremely important. And we as black people got to get out of the habit of wave riding. And what I mean by that, we tend to trend to what's popping on social media. So for an example, today's the mayor's election in Atlantic City, and you're looking at, if you're lucky, a 30% turnout. But these same people who are not voting today but complain all the time, on November 3rd, they're going to be in the voting booth taking selfies saying, hey, we got Trump out, I voted. People need to know that there's a saying that Tip O'Neill said, all politics are local. The chances of you getting an audience with whomever wins, the presidential election are slim to none. But I live here. You're going to see me at the basketball games. You're going to see me at the football games. You're going to see me in the community. And we got to change that. That's why, a lot of initiatives African Americans are taking for granted because they know that historically and traditionally we just don't vote. And that needs to change.
Now, for people that don't know who you are, Marty, and they say, well, why would I vote for Marty Smalls? So why would somebody go out there and click your name on the ballot today? What are you going to do for the people? What are you going to do for Atlantic City? How are you going to help?
Well, I'm going to do what I've always done, and that's be there for the people. And as I say, I'm Atlantic City born, I'm Atlantic City bred, and when I die, I'll be Atlantic City dead. None of the other candidates can say that. They're not from here. They're not in the trenches in the communities that need the most attention. I've always been there, from a school board member to a city councilman to city council president. And even before politics, I've been a go-to guy for the community. Listen, we have a detailed, robust 41-page plan. When the last time a mayor had that? So they can go to www.martysmall4mayor.com and you'll see my plan for the city of Atlantic City. No mayor in the short 8 months that I've been in the office had to deal with such controversial things in crisis, starting when I first came in to restore the confidence from the public in the mayor's office because the former mayor unfortunately went out under federal charges. So we stabilized the government in Atlantic City. And then secondly, we had to deal with what I talked to when I appeared on your show in January, the change of government where we had outsiders, the billionaires from North Jersey and some casino execs that wanted to take the rights of Atlantic City away. And we defeated that by 80% of the vote. So Atlantic City can come together. And the pandemic, I stood strong. We delivered Atlantic City 2 coronavirus testing sites. We fed 3,780 senior citizens 2 hot meals per week. And we have a virtual recreation program for kids who can't recreate themselves. So I've more than delivered. My life quote is summed up by the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who says, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands at moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. And I'm standing in these challenging and controversial times. The people of Atlantic City know who I am. You know the saying, sometimes your popularity is the gift and the curse, because they expect more of me, and I understand that. And we've more than delivered. So I'm the most accomplished candidate, I'm the most experienced, and I'm the most qualified. So Atlantic City needs to know that a small plan makes a big difference. My administration is what all your dreams and hopes are made of. So dream big, vote small. Let's go, Atlantic City.
All right.
Listen,
Well, thank you so much
Marty,
for joining us, man.
Hold on, Marty. There was a little conflict. People were upset because they said you were deterring organizers from having a 4th of July protest in honor of George Floyd. What was the thought process behind that?
Listen, that ain't no controversy. That's people being political opportunists. We believe that all of this drama, if things went bad, was a setup against me with election days away. The organizer had George Floyd on the flyer and Black Lives Matter, and he really was trying to get things for himself. So he asked me to set up a meeting with stakeholders from CRDA, which is the Casino Reinvestment Development Authority, Atlantic Care, which is our hospital system, the Casino Association, which is a group of all the casino owners in Atlantic City. And he had a proposal that said, Black Men United. Now listen, number one, I'm a Black man. Number two, what happened to George Floyd is unacceptable, and it keeps happening over and over again, and that needs to stop. But what I'm not going to do, when I set up a meeting for someone and we get in a meeting and we take roll call, he tries to hijack the meeting. I said, well, I'm running this meeting. I put it together. Like, let me help you get your issues across to see if it could be some sort of compromise. And that didn't happen. What happened in the next breath, he said, well, I got the decision makers here. You can get out. So I turned around like, who, me? He said, yeah, you can leave. You meet with these people all the time. And that wasn't going to happen. I'm not going to let no one disrespect me. And more importantly, I'm not going to let no one disrespect the mayor's office or attempt to hijack or shake down. Listen, it's principles and values to all situations. And I'm not going to have that. I'm the mayor of Atlantic City. I got him an audience that he's never had before, and he acted like a total fool. I'm not against the protest. I marched in the first 2 protests. This time I stumped my toe that morning, so I rode alongside of the protest with my police detail. We never tried to stop the protest. I marched, and remember the first protest when we went around the walk, which is the outlet stores, nothing happened. And then the second time around is when all hell broke loose. And I was in the middle of it. I was in the mix of it. So that's a false narrative. We're not going to let no one use George Floyd or Black Lives Matters for their selfish gain. Now, let me just give you one example of the things on the proposal. We have medical marijuana in Atlantic City. Recreational was on the ballot in November. We found a law that the city, the taxpayers, who's been suffering, gets 2%. And you remember when I came there in January, I talked about the money that we don't get, 2%. He says instead of giving it to the taxpayers, give it to this group called Black Men United. Just like unreasonable demands, and it was all selfish in the name of Black Lives Matter, in the name of George Floyd. No one has done more for the Black community in recent years in Atlantic City than myself. That's not a disputed fact. So all of that, I tried to shut people down, that's a false narrative. The people of Atlantic City, the good people of Atlantic City, they know where their bread is buttered, and they know when they need something done, they know who to call. They call small.
Word. Listen,
right,
before
well,
you go,
Marty,
one more thing from Marty. I want him to discuss the slogan, Dream Big, Vote Small. Because I like that slogan.
Yeah, because, anything that you dream of in Atlantic City. My plan is a 41-page breakdown. Everyone could go see. Again, it's www.martysmall4mayor.com. We took the approach, we focused on 5 big items. That's like a campaign, staying on message. But we took it a step further where there's a department by department breakdown. And we've been in there 8 months, and we changed the climate and culture in City Hall. We made radical changes in and out of the building. When I gave my speech, my State of the City speech in January in front of 1,200 people, the thing that got the biggest applause, now you can go see the plan yourself and it's detailed, but the thing that got the biggest applause is we said that we were going to tear Trump Plaza down. And everybody said, oh, every mayor has said that, this person said that. But if you ride into Atlantic City today and you see on that fence, you will see a demolition company that has been hired, and we're starting the process to tear Trump Plaza down. So when I say dream big and vote small, is because I believe that my administration is what all of our hopes and dreams of what Atlantic City should be are made of. So we're encouraging people, because I have a plan. A small plan makes a big difference. And more importantly, dream big, vote small.
All right. Well, make sure you get out there today and vote. And Marty Smalls, we appreciate you for checking in. A lot of people don't know when I met Marty Smalls, I actually met him in the trenches. You know, every year we try to do different places where we give away food for Thanksgiving and toys for Christmas. And we went out there and we gave out thousands of toys for kids. And we try to teach the residents of Atlantic City about investing back in Atlantic City. And we do that in different areas. And just want to say I appreciate you because you always supported me before you were mayor. So it's just something that I seen you do in the city. And that's why I support you all the time. Well, appreciate you, Marty.
Well, listen, the great city of Atlantic City is always open for business. I can't wait until this pandemic is over so everyone can see the true Atlantic City. We're an entertainment town. And once again, life is about the relationship, and I appreciate the relationship and the audience that I have with you guys. So anything somebody want to get popping in Atlantic City, y'all know who to call. Let's get it done.
All righty. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Marty Smalls.